Hi Taurus, how are we doing? For the new year and for January, I'm feeling January and February energy coming through, but I decided to do something different than the Celtic Cross. I found these really cool spreads on Pinterest, and whoops, they're zodiac inspired spreads. So I already did Aries, and I felt like it came out really cool. And so Taurus, you guys are up next. There's 6 positions. The first one is, what is a card that currently describes you the best? And awesomely enough, the Two of Wands is what came out for what is currently describing you the best. You guys have a goal in mind. You're focused. You have your eye on the prize. You're not just sitting around anymore thinking about these 2 options that you want to take. You have a set goal, and you're not just see, the Fool just jumped out. I feel like it's something new that you've never done before, so you're a little scared. But with the Two of Wands focus, you are realizing that this is the path that you should take, and that you have set your eye on the prize. It's about determination, direction, focus. You're pointing all your efforts to this one outcome, and I believe for you, a lot of you Tauruses, it's going to be a new beginning, something totally new for you. Whether it's a job, a relationship, a place to live. I'm thinking, though, it's a lifestyle change overall. So the Two of Wands also is about noticing how you talk to yourself also. And it asks you, while you're being focused and guided on this new path, take note of the patterns of self-talk. Are they negative or are they positive towards yourself? That's the only thing the Two of Wands brings with it in this deck. Is it asks you to notice how you've been talking to yourself on your journey to your highest dreams. The Two of Wands in other decks also denotes a partnership. So it also could be that you're thinking about partnering up with someone that you have been thinking about partnering up with for a long time. The second position is something that you haven't dealt with yet properly. The third is, how can I feel it? And second position is something you haven't dealt with yet. And the third is, how can you fully deal and heal this situation? So what is something that Taurus has not dealt with yet that we don't want to bring into the new year with us? Okay, so there was an offer of love, I feel like, for some of you Taurians out there. And possibly it fizzled out before you guys, you thought it was going to go farther than it really was, and you were really hoping that it was going to go somewhere, and it kind of just didn't. It wasn't time. Maybe some of you with an Aries, Taurus, but it didn't go the way that you had hoped for it to go, and that's why you're still dealing with this problem. It's still coming into your mind constantly. How can you fully deal with this situation? Just know that it was another bump in the road. You guys just popped out the Six of Swords. That is moving into calmer waters. So to fully heal this heart wound of the past, you just need to take it as, if it's meant to be, it will come back to me. And focus on whatever goal that you're focusing on right now, because I feel like, Taurus, you guys have got some big stuff that you want to do in 2018, like the rest of us. A lot of us who have fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, I believe, I want to say Gemini out of the air is fixed. No, I think it's Aquarius and Earth signs. Or, fire, who's fixed. It's probably Aries that's fire that's fixed. Jupiter and Scorpio is going to be bringing us a lot of creativity, a lot of new ideas and projects, and the literal fire under our ass to do it. So the way to best heal this heartbreak of the past is just to say, I've been through worse before, and take it as it was, and start moving into calmer waters. Take a trip out of town. Sometimes the Six of Swords rather, denotes going out with friends, spending time alone or away out of the town where you live in. and really taking some time away from this thing that is reminding you of this love offer that possibly could have failed. Another way that this is something that could hurt you from the past is it could be that you guys are still in this committed relationship and you're fighting all the time. And that's, you were offered this wonderful love in the past few years or a number of years, and you haven't fully dealt with it yet, that either you deserve it or that you guys fight all the time. So the way to heal it is just let bygones be bygones. I know Taurus is as stubborn as Scorpio can be sometimes because they're opposite, and some of my best friends are Taurians. But sometimes you just have to let go of that argument, and you will move into calmer waters, Taurus, okay? It's saying that the worst is over, okay? Now, position 4 is how can you let go of controlling outcomes? Because Taurus is a lot like Virgo and like Scorpio. We want to know what the hell is going on. We want to be able to be in control of almost everything, okay? So maybe Virgo's that fixed again. No, it's Taurus. How can Taurus let go of the want to constantly control outcomes? Okay, so there is, I pulled the Son of Wands first, okay? So maybe adapt his attitude. The Son of Wands is a young fireside male, and he's the White Knight of the Tarot. He's a charmer, but he only really gets to know you skin deep. So I pulled a clarifier for this, how to let go of controlling every outcome, because he kind of does like to control the situation itself. And the Lovers popped out. And to me, the Lovers is always about a head or heart decision. And really, with the Lovers, it could be a Gemini that you're, thinking about trying to control an outcome with him or her. But to me, how can you overlook? You just let go and let love, okay? Especially if it's your love life that you're focusing on, Taurus, that you're trying to control. Just learn to go with the flow, and whatever will be, will be. The Lovers say that, yes, this is a head or heart decision. Yes, there may be a deepening of your connection, but, you cannot control other people's self-will, and you cannot control other people's, there's definitely some Taurians out there who are having conflict with Aries, because that's the second time that it's popped. So, or this could be a father figure or your husband. So, if that's something, the situation that you need to heal, I strongly suggest an honest, and it's just flowed to the Ace of Swords, an honest, true conversation, hiding nothing. You need your truth. You need to seek the truth. But the Lovers to me says that just carefree energy, Taurus. Kind of adapt the energy of the Lovers and this Son of Wands, that's kind of like this charismatic, little player. It's asking me to tell you to lighten up a little bit, I guess, and that's the only way that you're going to be able to get over being able to control the many outcomes in your life. Yes, for the most part, we are control, and we do make the choices that lead us ultimately down this road or that road. But some things are completely out of our hands. They're up to destiny or, the universe or spirit, what have you. And you just have to really realize that love's the answer. And if you don't get the outcome that you want, it will get you through, okay? And self-love also, I heard, for some of you. So what is an energy to channel to improve your self-confidence, okay? The Six of Cups just dropped. This card is all about innocence, childhood memories, and putting down roots, okay? So to build your self-confidence, recognize that family that you have around you, whether it's a family you've made with a husband or wife, or a family of chosen friends that you've known your whole life since childhood. and that you've put down roots with. They've been there for you no matter what. Channel the energy of these people that you've known your whole life and that have always had your back, and know that they will. And channel a little bit of innocence and childlike, carefree energy, Taurus, because that will definitely help you with your self-confidence. Because kids are so easily distracted, that because they're so innocent, they're just like on to the next. Self-confidence doesn't really come in until teenagehood. So I think that would be a good way just to release your inner child a little bit. And, that would be the best way to go back to, changing your self-confidence. And the Nine of Wands just popped out with it. So I'm going to say that the energy that you should bring to it is stamina, courage, and strength. Know that this shitty 2 to 3 years is almost over. We just came through some major planetary alignments, and we're going to be coming through some more. But Saturn leaving Scorpio for the past 2 to 3 years or some shit like that, 4 or 5 years, that is going to do a lot of good changes for a lot of people. But Saturn wants to know, what did we learn? And the Nine of Wands, this is also an energy that you Taurians could adapt to build your self-confidence. Know that whatever struggles you've been going through and relentless obstacles that you've been going through, you're almost at the end. This is a 9. Don't look at these sticks as obstacles in your path. Look at them as a staircase ascending to your next phase, which would be the 10. And that means you're almost there. Whatever you've still been carrying with you, I feel like the theme of this, which is love, I feel like you had a direction that you thought you could have been going in, and it didn't necessarily maybe go the way that you wanted, or it did, and maybe you're helping somebody heal, Taurus, also. But possibly if this love situation isn't what you wanted and it didn't go the way you wanted, this is beautiful. Just always be hopeful, okay? Something new you should try, wishing. Being a little more lighthearted, Taurus, okay? The Nine of Cups, so you have 1, 9, 2, 9. Okay, you have 2 9s here. That's bringing you to the end of a phase. You have an Ace, the Lovers. I feel like this year, this is going to be about revamping your love life, and January is going to be all about focusing on what you want, what you don't want, what you will and will not negotiate with a partner. But something new you should try is being more a little blissful, being more a little harmonious, being a little more wishful. Innocence, like that 6 of Cups vibe. Make some more wishes. Don't believe that it can't happen for you, Taurus, okay? The bottom of the deck energy is the Hermit. And this is telling you that before you go, the Hermit, Victory, this is telling me that before you go into any of these major decision-making, focused, finality answers, Taurus, that you need to go within and meditate and find these answers for yourself, okay? You really need to, I feel like some of you also are coming to the end of a way of thinking, Taurians, that you will be stepping into a more spiritual self in 2018, and maybe that's why love is on your mind, because love and spirituality go in hand. But something new you should try, definitely, is being more optimistic, Taurus. You're so optimistic for everyone else. It's time to be a little optimistic for yourself. Okay, good things can happen. Good things will happen for you, Taurus, okay? You guys have been putting in the work, okay? You've been through relentless obstacles. This is one of the situations you need to, the situations you need to heal and how to heal it. You thought you were handed something that was going to be glorious, and maybe it wasn't so awesome as it was, but guess what? You're already moving on, and you're already moving into calmer waters, okay? And this year, at the end of every month, I would like to pull an oracle card for something for you guys to think of for January specifically. Think of an extra message that you guys need to know. This is out of the Doreen Virtue Angel Dreams deck. Okay, I just got it. It's gorgeous. So I used it on the live videos last week. So what is something that Taurus needs to know to bring into 2018 with them that will help them? What is an energy they can bring in? What is something maybe they should start doing more? Give my Taurians some guidance for the first month or so of 2018 to really help them get a kick-ass beginning of the year. Awesome. See, I'm telling you guys. You pulled full moon completion. This is recognizing that you guys are coming to the end of some kind of phase in your life. And whether or not you recognize it, it will be closing out. But when it does, it will be opening up to a new, more beautiful, light, harmonious chapter. This is the culmination of your work, almost, it's saying. Full moon, let's see. Okay. And the keywords are completion and culmination. A stage in your life or a particular circumstance that you've been dealing with is now coming to fruition. Completion ushers in another beginning. Therefore, a new day is about to dawn. This card is about letting you know you are at the peak of your power and clarity, represented by one of the moon's aspects, the wise woman. The wise part of you is inviting yourself to live on the grander, to look and live on the grander scale. So say that love offer that came in didn't come to fruition as you wanted. That was a blip on the radar on the time of your love life. That really meant nothing compared to the rest of your life. You can see the bigger picture if you step back and, okay, you're on the cusp of a great shift. Stay open and receptive as your desires begin to manifest. Call upon the angels for any help if you might need them. Additional meanings are banish unwanted influences. Those fucking energy vampires, Taurus, those negative Nancys in your life, get them the fuck out. I've been telling everybody this, okay? There's going to be a global conscious shift in awareness, and the people that are ready and the people that are open and like-minded with us, we're going to be charging ahead. And I hate to say it, but we need to let the negative Nancys stay behind and find out where it leads them, which is not going to be fucking anywhere, okay? You're pregnant with ideas and creativity, or with an actual child, but I feel like there's some type of creative or spiritual project that you guys have been nurturing, and it's coming into culmination, okay? And this is the perfect time for divination. So this is the perfect time to step into your spirituality, or step into your belief systems, or step into light work if you guys want to do that. Step into healing. Step into a job that, even if you're a store clerk, you know, step into you. I used to talk to people every day, and I felt like a psychiatrist. So Taurus, next month I am going back to the Celtic Cross, but I just thought it would be kind of cool to start the new year with an astrology inspired spread for each and every one of you. I hope that resonated for some of you. If you take what resonates, leave what doesn't, as always. Thank you, please, but love is definitely on your minds, Taurus. So I think it's time to make some decisions about your love life. And they will come to culmination very soon, your decisions. And, you know, if it's free, let it go and it'll come back to you. That's what I got for you, Taurus. I hope the rest, I'll see you in the mid-month for some kind of goofy, some kind of silly, goofy layout. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your holiday season, Taurus. And I love you all very much. Namaste.